So I've been waiting for this moment for quite a while. I bought these Fleischmann Velaro 407 coaches about a year ago. I bought quite a few of these. Sold quite a few of them on, but I've kept 3 sets for the main set because I couldn't get hold of the Fleischmann 407 because I just left it too late and it was just unavailable. They just got rarer and rarer, and the prices just got ridiculous just for the non-sound version. So Roco obviously have recently released quite a few different types of these again, and which is this one? This is the Roco 72041, which is the digital couplings, internal lighting, and digital sound. So I'm going to hook this up to the Fleischmann coaches, which I know there are the same coupling systems, same livery as well. So there it is. Very nice. Yeah, these I've got a chip in each end, and they're controlled on the, I think it's one of the centre cars. I've got the motor and the sounder, and then obviously it controls the drive cars at each end using the digital couplings. So it's a second class car. She's got the sound and the drive system. It's 8-wheel drive. And this is how you got to program the drive car. On a separate programming track, you've got to have this dummy car, which takes the power and sends it through the electric coupling into the decoder, so it can be read and adjusted. What I find it absolutely bizarre, and this is another mess up from Roco, because I've seen quite a few mess ups from Roco over the last few years or so. Well, call it Fleischmann as well. Is they've got the lighting for the coaches, and the LEDs are on the wrong side. They're on the top of the PCB board, so that means the light's going to go upwards instead of downwards. That explains why the coach lighting on this model is so dim. I just find it absolutely bizarre how that sort of mistake could happen. Just cannot understand it. Yeah, so on the power car, because you can't turn that board around, you know, because the lighting's on up wrong way around, just put some reflective self-adhesive tape, the sort of stuff you get to fix kingspan gaps in roof insulation tape, basically thermal insulation tape. As long as you put some of that on the inside, but make sure it's insulated, and I've also double insulated along the top here. So I'm going to put that back in. That should make it a lot better, hopefully, on the drive car. This is the cab drive car, and this one's lighting unit on that's easy enough to do. You just flip it over. Obviously it's facing upwards. Take 2 screws out, turn it around, put it back in. Just watch the wires don't get trapped, especially at the cab end. It should be alright. Put that back now. And you can also see on the cab coaches at the front, you've got a hidden panel which comes away, and you've got an M-pocket coupling system, so you could link 2 trains together using that linkage. So that's a coach which I've modified and turned the lighting PCB board the other way around, with the light shining downwards. That's in my box how it should be. That is one that comes from the factory. Try and get in focus. From the factory, out the box. And as you can see, there's a massive difference. All I did is turn them around. Kept one screw in one end and black tacked the other end to keep it central. That's all you need. Yeah, for me the best way to connect these couplings up, because they're really awkward, is to slightly bring them together, making sure that they just engage in the guide slots, and then what I do is I pick the coach up slightly, holding the coupling from underneath, and just clip them together. It's dead easy like that. Sorry, it shorted out then, I shouldn't have done it when the power was on, but for me that's the easiest way to connect them. To disconnect them, you just got to pull them very gently apart in the same way when they're on the track in a straight line on a level track. The only couplings which are really finding quite hard to pull apart, if you can separate or at least get them into 2 or 3 car sets, depending on which ones are really hard to get off. Tip the set upside down, sorry, the cars or the coaches. Keep saying cars. It's because of watching American YouTube channels, and basically just manually pull your fingers each side on the main coupling bar housings. If you pull too much on them, then it'll pull the springs out, and then when you just make sure when you do it that you don't damage the pantographs on the underside here. Yeah, another thing you've got to be careful of when you're disconnecting, you've got to make sure you don't overstress the couplings on this. That's how it's supposed to be on that one there. Well, bear with me a minute. That's how it's supposed to be. It's not right, that. We'll have to take it apart. You can see the spring that's popped out. So you carefully take the coach body off, and there's a hairline spring. Don't know if you can see it. That hairline spring, without that in position properly, the coach coupling won't operate correctly. So you've got to take it off. There's a screw to take off, a small screw to take off at this end. Twist it around there. There's a small screw taken out there. And then basically you just got to manipulate the spring back into the housing and carefully put it back together. So a good idea to put a felt tip permanent marker over the metal, so it's easily identifiable. If that springs out when you try to put it in, you can spend a very long time looking for it. I spent about an hour looking for this when it sprung out on one of the other coaches. So it's just another tip. It's best to order more of these. I'm going to order some more of them anyway, just in case. Yeah, so it's all set up now. 8 cars. The centre car is the drive car, one of the centre coaches for the sound, and the traction, 8 traction tyres. Really good puller. You could hook up 2 of these long trains together, put them in consist if you want. Got 8 cars, I have got 10 for it. And then the 2 cab ends, they've got FX decoders at each end, and they're consisted to the centre car. So that's how it looks. Not sure whether it is actually set up in the right way. It's got to have a fine tune.